But oxytocin is a neuroscience of retention, I say all the time, right? Oxytocin is a binding hormone, right? So we are the only animal species on the planet, except for cats and dogs also release that, but we just are the master of it. Oxytocin is a binding hormone. With enough oxytocin, we are able to make long-term decisions. Also, we bind ourselves to the ones we love, right? So there was again a test in New York by neuroscientists. They said, well, okay, 10 men. I said, well, you spend quality time with your wives and come to the testing center at 8 o'clock in the morning on our costs. They had great time with their wives and quality time, good talks, whatnot, intimacy. Next day, 8 o'clock in the morning, they're in the testing center, and all 10 men were shown really stunning women. Blonde, brunette, whatnot. All 10 men said, no, thank you. Why? Because they had enough oxytocin in their body. Right? So that is why with dopamine, with the short-term decisions, right? So we created also entire financial crisis in 2008 in America, right? So because with dopamine, we are able to make short-term decisions. So in American financial crisis, they said, you can have your dream house now. Why wait for 20 years? Right? With that know-how, we basically created a giant crisis. And how do we bind our employees? Oxytocin is not released by our brain when we are having body contact, right? When we hug someone, you have hugging classes, right? So it's also released when we are working with people we love, we trust, we feel comfortable.